What's going on, you guys? My name is Cisco, and thank you for tuning in today. Today, we are going to be talking with Andy again, the president of sales with Lancer Tactical. And if you haven't seen our first video, the part one, we asked Andy a bunch of questions that you guys submitted on YouTube and Instagram. And today we're going to continue that. Andy, thank you for coming back.
Thank you for having me back.
And if you guys haven't seen the first video, I'm going to link it up here where we answered a lot of tough questions for Andy to, speak on behalf of Lancer Tactical. So we're going to continue those questions today. All right, so the first question is going to be a little bit of a heavy hitter again. Are there any plans to improve upon the current quality control systems or SOPs already in place?
Absolutely. Just like I mentioned in the other video, basically we're always trying to improve what we're doing.
Yep.
So previously we probably had like one gun tech, one customer service rep. Now, like I said, we have 3 full-time customer service reps.
Oh, yeah.
And also on the quality control side, we actually have 2 full-time gun techs and we have a 3rd part-timer. So basically, We've added more personnel. Obviously, prior to COVID, we had a lot of issues with resources, like a lot of the other companies out there. But now that COVID is slowly starting to settle down a little bit, more employees people are interested in coming back to work.
Okay.
So we're able to bring in more resources and utilizing those resources for QC and customer service.
Oh, nice. Awesome. Question number 2 is, do you think Lancer Tactical, or do you consider Lancer Tactical to be an innovator in Airsoft?
So Cisco, this is a loaded question.
Yes, it is.
Right, as you know. The easy answer, yes. Right?
Okay.
And the reason why I say yes is, like for example, our Enforcer stock. That's something that we design in-house. And yes, I understand a California compliant stock is not something everyone's cup of tea, but it is something that we designed, right? The reason why I say this is a loaded question is we are in the airsoft industry.
Yes, definitely.
And what do? We replicate,
Yep.
right? So we're basically replicating firearms, whatever the military is wearing, and so forth, right?
Yep.
So the only thing that we can do in terms of innovation is we have to look at what's already out there and how can we improve that, right? So if you look at everything, for example, even, HPA systems.
Yes.
For example, HPA for airsoft, it was an innovation.
Yes, it was, definitely.
But HPA came from paintball.
Very true.
And paintball industry took HPA from pneumatic hammer companies.
That's actually funny.
So again, when it comes to innovation, it's like, yes, are we always looking at other industries, see what can work for airsoft? Absolutely. But we are limited to what we can innovate because again, we're trying to keep everything to look like real firearms.
Yes.
Or the military. So we are limited. But yes, we are looking at different things. And unfortunately, when we do innovate, it's going to look a little bit different from real guns, just like rate of fire is going to go to 30, 40, when M16s are 13 rounds per second.
Yes, sir.
So we are doing a lot of things to try to innovate. One of the things we are also working on is a HPA system.
Okay.
So we are looking at a pneumatic system. So we're looking at different things as well, not just on the AAG platform, but HPA. Where I'm looking at all kinds of different other industries to see what we can use in airsoft.
Nice, that's awesome. All right, so since you talked about rate of fire a little bit, another question asked, can we get a DSG out of the box from Lancer Tactical?
So I'm going to answer this one, and this is going to be my opinion, not Lancer's opinion. Okay, there's a place and a time for high rate of fire.
Yes.
Right? Because when you go to 40, 60 rounds per second, it becomes dangerous.
I do agree with that.
Okay, I've always been, even when I worked for my other company, we had an HPA system. We made sure that it never shot over 25 rounds per second.
Oh, really?
It just, to me, again, there's a time and place for high rate of fire.
Yes.
But the problem is, unfortunately, when they're in the hands of wrong people, they want to mag dump, and they think it's funny.
Yep.
And I honestly think that's what hurts our industry.
I actually do agree with that.
So, will we come out with the DSG out of the box? We can. But it would be against my wishes, I guess. Yeah, because I honestly think out of the box, you put that in the wrong kid's hands or wrong teenager or adult's hand, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
Right? Can you imagine just some little kid getting stitched in the back of the bare neck 40 times on one spot?
Yeah, I do agree that a lot of HPA systems and AGs that are built for high speed rate of fire, they're kind of abused, especially with a lot of the younger crowd. We do unfortunately see a lot of those Magnum videos that happen honestly more frequently than not, which is sad to say. But coming from like a tech side, it does give you like the better trigger response that most people like want.
Yeah, I would agree. So when it comes to the tech side, when it comes to the player, I can appreciate that, right? Because again, we're talking about if you really think about it, we're taking an RC car, and we're making it shoot a airsoft BB that was never designed to shoot that fast.
Yes.
And now we're making it shoot that fast. So the ability and the knowledge for gun techs to do that, I think it's great.
Yeah.
But again, when you put that in the wrong person's hands, it does hurt our industry.
Yes, sir.
So that's the reason why, personally, I'm against DSG as a manufacturer just to make it for anybody.
Okay.
Right? But, there's a lot of, gunsmiths that are out there, the high-tech guys, whatever they want to, whatever they do. I'm all for it.
Yep.
Right? Because again, they have knowledge. They're making things high performance, right? It's almost like a car, right? Does the car need to go 190 miles per hour? No. But do I want one? Yes. Right? So, but again, I don't think for us, I wouldn't want us to do that. But again, it could happen, But, that's just my opinion. I just think it's in the wrong player's hands. It could be dangerous.
Okay, understood. So going into the other end of the spectrum in Airsoft, would Lancer Tactical ever make a SR25 or M110 or something that's just not an M4 or an AK?
So you want either DMR, 308, something large caliber?
Yeah, pretty much.
So yes, we can do that. But I'll be honest. Right now, it's nothing scheduled for us to do anything like that.
Okay.
But again, it's something that we could always do.
Oh, nice, cool. And for the indoor players, will Lancer Tactical make any more pistols?
Yes, we will.
Oh, nice.
So we have one called the Nightshade, which should be coming out probably in about 60 days. Probably it should be out. It is a high kappa.
Okay.
It's 100% TM compatible.
Oh, really?
But on top of that, we're also getting into upgrade parts as well for high kappas.
Oh, really?
And those are slowly starting to roll out. If you go to our website, we do have some like the barrel, inner barrels, things like that.
Oh, I have seen those.
But yeah, we're basically we're looking into getting into the high kappa market.
Nice, that's awesome. So some people don't know that Lancer Tactical also distributes other companies.
That is correct. So prior to Lancer Tactical, we're distributed under UK Arms Airsoft.
Okay.
So we have some spring guns under that line. Lancer Tactical is obviously our own AEG line.
Yep.
But on top of that, we have LCT, A&K,
Oh, wow.
Lonex, Puff Dino. So
Okay,
those
wow.
are some of the other brands that that we distribute off, just quickly off the top of my head.
Okay, but you guys do carry more than that.
Correct.
Oh, nice. Awesome. For those of you who didn't watch SHOT Show earlier this year, Lancer Tactical actually announced that they were releasing a Mark 19, which is a automatic grenade launcher, but they are going to be doing an HPA system. And the question that is being asked is, why isn't it just a real airsoft grenade launcher?
So the simple answer is price. Mm-hmm. Right. So that MK19 has a 4-barrel HPA system in there.
4.
That retails for, I believe it was $6,000 is the retail price on this.
Oh,
MK19.
wow.
Now, if we were to somehow make it to automatically feed grenade shells, airsoft grenade shells,
Yes.
which give you a range of like 10 feet,
Yep.
it's not practical.
Definitely not.
So at least we made something that's cool,
Yep.
and it's at least playable and fun.
Okay.
So you're still going to get the range just like a regular HPA gun. It's heavy, but
Yep.
it's 4 barrels,
Yeah.
and rather than the little the little showers. So
Okay.
that's the main reason. It comes down to price.
Okay. Understood. All right, Andy. And the final question is, what improvement is Lancer Tactical most proud of?
So I'm going to say Gen 2s. All right,
Okay.
because like I said, Gen 1 was, like I said, it was garbage.
Yep.
It had a lot of falls. But again, the whole purpose of Gen 1 was to try to get the typical airsoft player or new airsoft player into the game with an economically priced product.
Okay.
Right. Gen 2, obviously, like I said, we made a lot of improvements. The big one is the quick change spring system.
Yep.
So there's a lot of things that we made improvements. So I would say that's probably the most proud thing that we have, right? And we're always looking to always change and always be better. We're always, our gun techs are always looking at the gearbox, anything that's failing. We're trying to figure out different kind of materials and try to always make things a little bit better. So, down the road, I'm sure you'll see a Gen 3.
Okay, nice. That's cool. One of the questions that we asked in the last video was, were there any new products or projects going on? Care to shed light now?
So we are working on a few things. Last SHOT Show, I secured a license for a real firearms company.
Really?
I'm not going to share that company yet.
Okay.
But basically, we are going to make a fully licensed product for the first time.
Okay.
That's going to be ours. It's not going to be a sub-license or anything like that.
Wow.
So that's one project.
Okay.
We're also working, like I said, with securing a couple licenses with pistols.
Oh, okay, really?
So once we get that squared away, obviously right now we're still in negotiations, and then there's going to be some R&D with that as well.
Okay.
So we're working on some licensed products. Other than that, like I said, we're working. We're building into high kappa parts.
Yep.
That's going to be the other thing too. The product that's going to be coming out the soonest amount of time would be the Nightshade.
Okay.
We showed that off at SHOT Show.
Yes.
Like I said, it's basically a fully TM compatible 1911.
Yep.
It's high kappa, so that's going to be coming out hopefully within 60 days. And those are probably what's on what we're working on right now.
Okay.
We have, like I said, we have meetings every week. Talking about a lot of different projects, but just to get them to start takes some time. But those are probably the projects that are almost near completion.
Okay, cool. So I believe we'll be in contact for sure.
Yep.
So if you guys want to see any new products, stay tuned to airsoftjet.com and go to lancertactical.com to see any of their new products. And we'll see you guys later.